Hi, Blake with BlvdHome, and today we're going to talk about this Thermador refrigerator here. And yes, Thermador does build a freestanding refrigerator. It's kind of unique that most of the time you hear Thermador, you're thinking built-ins with big stainless steel panels or wood panels that match your rest of your kitchen. We're going to look at this refrigerator, see what's unique about it and what's kind of its niche in the market, and see if this is right for you in your home. So with this refrigerator here, this is their freestanding. It's a French door bottom freezer, which is really nice. They have these really nice handles on them. They're real nice beefy handles. This handle here, unfortunately, it wobbles a little bit. They didn't tighten it up when they put it on, but there's a set screw right down here that tightens it up, and it's something the factory didn't do. So it's something that when we put the handles on it, we didn't put it on tight. So that's something we'll have to address. But this refrigerator, it looks clean. You have the nice squared off lines. It's not the rounded off lines like you see with most of your residential stuff. It has more of the industrial look, having the more squared off design with it. What I really like about this unit, this has a lighted back panel, which I really like, because sometimes you get into these refrigerators, especially when they go high end, they like to put gray plastics in there. It's really hard to see in there to see what you want to get in the refrigerator, but this has this white plastic along with, as far as the liner, and you have that nice lighted back panel. So you definitely can't hide your food in here or wonder, why is my refrigerator smelling? And you go digging through stuff and you found something that's in the back because you couldn't see it. The refrigerator is really great. It's built really well. All of your controls are up here up top. Really convenient for you to get into, to be able to see your temperature and stuff without being real obnoxious here in the refrigerator or having on the front when you're trying to figure out the back, which is really nice. This does have a water dispenser here on the inside right here. This one does have an ice maker, but it's in the freezer compartment. There's nothing up here in the refrigerator compartment to take up all that extra space, but your dispenser's right there. Really nice glass shelves. And one of the better things that I really like about this, you do have these two bins right here. They are temperature controlled, so you can set them for different temperatures. Now, there are set temperatures for what you would possibly get, like your meat and your fruits and vegetables or different things, and you can select the button. So they're each independent from each other. And they also have this really nice stainless steel bottom to it. Now, what's the big deal of having this stainless steel bottom to it? It's nice for a couple reasons, because as you always know that your stuff, when you put your vegetables and you put your other stuff there, all these little things always fall out and they're always in the bottom. It always makes a mess. But this, it has a grate in it, so all that little stuff will fall down in here, so it's not necessarily sitting right where the food is, and it doesn't look really bad. But this does come off and you can clean the underneath part. But with the stainless steel, what is really nice about it is stainless steel, once it gets cold, it holds that temperature. It holds it longer than plastic does from opening and closing the door. So with having these stainless steel pieces in the bottom, it does help maintain the temperature in that compartment, because when it opens up and you have the warm air running across this doesn't necessarily change temperature very quickly for the use of the refrigerator. It does also have this nice little deli bin up here. This refrigerator, I forgot to mention, is a counter depth, so it's not very deep. It's 20.8 cubic feet, so 21 cubic foot. It's not big. Most people, when they have this, going to be in a high-end kitchen. You're usually not going to want it sticking way out into your kitchen. You're going to have shallow cabinets, so this will kind of match really nice and not stick way out there, so in your walkway, so it really looks kind of odd compared to the rest of the appliances in that room. It does have a water filter up here in the one corner for it. And this part down here, you have three separate bins. You have your bin down at the very bottom for your main stuff, but then you have an intermediate size bin about the middle of the freezer section, and then you also have a third bin that's just up here right next to the ice maker. With most bottom freezers, we've talked about this before, and it always will be an issue. People that have them, they understand this. When you have this big drawer on the bottom, stuff can get buried down in the bottom, and you don't know what it is until you start digging, looking for something, because you know it's there, and then you find something that's been there forever, and you're like, oh, I've been looking for this, and here it is. Well, with this, you have a little bit more organizational ability with this, so your food necessarily won't get buried. You can put on three separate shelves, where most manufacturers will only give you two shelves in the freezer compartment, unless you have another drawer right here that is convertible. But this is really kind of nice. Now, also with this refrigerator, it does have two compressors on it, and you heard me right. It has two compressors for a freestanding refrigerator, which is great, because basically you have a compressor and a sealed system that runs the upper part, and you have a compressor and sealed system that runs the lower part. Basically, you have two refrigerators built into one. So when I tell you the price of this refrigerator, $4,999, you're going to say, well, gosh, there is some benefits to it, because basically you are buying an all refrigerator and an all freezer, but it's all one unit. You're going to less likely have failures for both compartments. I mean, it can happen, but we're talking refrigeration failures where if a compressor fails in the freezer compartment, it's not going to affect the refrigerator compartment and vice versa. That is a great feature of this. They're one of the only manufacturers that I know that have dual compressors in a freestanding refrigerator. So it is a good thing for that price to have that. So as far as this refrigerator, I think it's a great refrigerator, but the BSH Corporation is Bosch. That is Bosch, Thermador, and Gaggenau. They're all the same people. They just have different features and different functionality. So we have a Bosch refrigerator sitting about right here over there in the corner. Now that Bosch refrigerator has pretty much the same features as this. There are a couple of differences, but if you open up and look at it now, it's got a different shape on the front just a little bit. Ice makers are the same. The shelving in the bottom is the same. It is a dual compressor, so it's the same as this. It doesn't have the lighted back panel, which is really nice. It's a stainless steel back liner on it, so where this is lighted, that one's stainless steel. And we already know about stainless steel because we just talked about it. It will help maintain the temperature better. It has the same adjustable bins in it, and it also doesn't have the stainless steel pieces that go in the bottom of your adjustable bins, but it has the same bins in it. Is it worth the extra money because they're built by the same manufacturer? Just one says Bosch, one says Thermador. Well, that's not for me to decide. That's just, that's for you to decide and see if it's worth the money that you want to spend for your refrigerator. But if you have a Thermador package in your kitchen and you buy a Bosch refrigerator, it kind of doesn't match. So to have this matching refrigerator, the rest of your Thermador stuff, which is great stuff, it's a lot more money. It's almost $2,000 more for the same refrigerator without a lighted back panel. Anyhow, if you want to rate either one of these refrigerators, honestly, they've been really great refrigerators. Now, one thing I will tell you on these units from working on them, they have 5 different control boards or 5 different boards on this unit that run some things. With that in mind, putting that many computer parts on a refrigerator, can you possibly have a failure? Yes. If you have power surges, power outages, anything such as that can affect any type of electronics can affect this, yes. Do you have more chance of a failure due to all the electronic boards in this unit? Yes. But am I seeing all these failures? No. But I just want to make you aware of that, and so instead of saying, oh yeah, it's simple to fix. No, it's not simple to fix. It is a little complex and it's a little bit harder than most. But I would give this unit, if I was to buy this unit myself and put it into home, if I had the money to buy this unit, I would definitely look into it. I would probably say it's probably a 9 out of 10. I would give it an 8 out of 10 as far as repairability. I would probably give it a 9 out of 10 as far as a refrigerator because it is an excellent refrigerator. I really like how it's all set up and the stuff inside it is pretty beefed up. You're not gonna have to worry about your cosmetic stuff breaking in this refrigerator because it really holds up, except for loose handles, but that's easily fixed. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you gave you some information on these refrigerators and help you decide if you want to go that route with either one of these refrigerators. Please like and subscribe. And if you have any comments, please put them below in the comment section. We'll be happy to answer them for you. And we'll see you next time.